Hello, Pisces. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm so excited to read for you guys again. I'm always so grateful to be able to really tap into you guys' energy because I don't know, I feel it a lot, and I'm not even sure if I have a lot of Pisces in my chart or anything, but I do really feel connected to you guys, so I'm always happy to read. Now I was sitting with you guys' energy, and I always take notes whenever I'm feeling certain types of energies from certain signs. If I'm noticing that I'm taking on more of this sign than the other, and so then that kind of helps me also determine who I'm going to read for. Now for you guys, I wrote down power struggle, not creating what they want or would like, and also put that you guys don't really know what your sense of direction is right now, and there's almost a sense of feeling like the passion is gone. And so with that, to me, when I feel like there's no passion, there's no peace anytime soon, because I'm a really passionate person. I guess it's because I'm a fire sign, but I feel like water signs kind of also have that, because you guys are creative and you guys like to transform things also. So I feel like when there's no passion or creativity, then there's no real peace, because you're always trying to figure out what to do to get to that next step. Okay, so that's just kind of like the overall what's the word I'm looking for, consultation, so to speak, for how you guys were what I felt from you guys, what was pulling towards me from you as a Pisces. Okay, now with that being said, I do feel like a lot of this is really just a mental thing, as far as maybe you're just feeling like, look, I'm not confused, I know exactly what I want, but it's not happening the way I want it to, or maybe not at the speed or the timing that I would like it to. Okay, and that's not as bad as it is if you really just don't have anything good in your future, and we all know that's never true, because what comes up must come down. Okay, so we're gonna see what's really going on for you guys, because again, like I said, that was just what I was feeling from you guys when I was just kind of like noticing little things that I was doing or feeling from you guys. And we're just gonna see what's going on. Okay, I have quite a few crystals on today. If you guys are interested in knowing what they are, I have red jasper on my left hand. I have citrine. I think I said selenite in the last video, but this is citrine. Okay, and I also have hematite here with me, a little bit of amethyst, and also angelite. Okay, so this might get a little deep for some of you, or this might just be really intuitive. Okay, so this since I am using angelite, don't be surprised if I say something and it kind of like it feels like I'm talking directly to you. Okay, because angelite is a stone that kind of helps the angels talk through people. Okay, so yeah, really pay attention to what I'm saying if you're going through a lot, because I do feel like there's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, now we'll start to shuffle. Sorry for the long intro, you guys. For Pisces, what's going on? Pisces. 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 Okay. All right, you guys. So, and to begin with your reading, in the past energy, we have the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so some of you guys were feeling like things are not going the way they should be going. Maybe emotionally you weren't feeling as fulfilled, or maybe this could be a person in your life. This could be you as well, because it is a water card, but this could have been someone in your life who is having too much control over your emotions, and you're feeling like you're not having it. Okay, so yes, this could have dealt with any water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Okay, now I want to do some clarification on that to see more, maybe just what aspect of your life that this was dealing with. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this could very well have been a person in your life who is very smart, intelligent, and someone who they don't need much in order to conquer certain things mentally. So this could have been someone who is manipulative to you, or maybe you felt like you were seeing signs that they were manipulative, but you felt like to you they were being okay. This very well could be that this is you as a person. You're trying to stay on top of your emotions, but you're also trying to outsmart other people because of things that you went through in the past, and you don't want that to happen to you again. But I do feel like this is becoming a hindrance towards you guys, or at least if it didn't cause any problems, it didn't allow you to really blossom emotionally, or and it didn't allow you to really, you know, be connected with certain people that really could have been beneficial to you. Okay, so in your current energy, we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, so there's choices, there's options, there's things out there. It doesn't necessarily mean that anything is more, you know, better than the other, but there's definitely choices out there. And since this is a water card or a cup card, I do feel like this has a lot to do with emotion. And I feel like there's a lot of people or maybe options that you have. And it doesn't have to be a person, so to speak, but I do feel like there's options out there for you guys to really truly be happy now, but you guys are still just so blinded by so many options or so many new choices that you're like, I can't even choose right now. Like, I'm not in any position to choose right now. And that's perfectly fine. Take your time. Don't feel rushed. But I do want to see what aspect of your life this deals with. And we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so definitely relationship, maybe a journey with the person who you would like to have relationships with, or maybe this is a person that you have already had dealings with, but you never completed that journey. So it's really up to you to know if this is something you should keep pursuing, or if this is something that you feel like isn't necessarily worth it. Okay. Now keep in mind with the Seven of Cups, there's definitely other things out there, so don't feel like you have to settle for something if you're just familiar with it, or maybe it's something that seems like it's screaming the most at you to pick that person or pick that job or pick whatever. You don't have to settle because you have options, and that's what I like to think of Seven of Cups, like you don't have to settle. Okay. And again, this Eight of Cups also shows that Eight of Cups, I'm sorry, is a journey that is something that should be taken on, even if it ends bad or even if it ends good, because it doesn't happen often. And it's usually kind of like a little push from the universe to be like, okay, get out there, go do it, like, you know, but it's not something that's powerful to really make you go and do it. It's not the Tower card, but it does have a lot of similarities in that it actually can be something that's really beneficial to you. Okay. So your future card is, like I said, power struggle. Five of Wands. That's literally what this card is about. Having a struggle in power, having a struggle in maybe wanting more out of something, or maybe wanting to have a higher position over someone else, or anything that has to deal with maybe this was a friend in the past and now they're kind of like an enemy or a frenemy, or someone that you have to compete against to get better. And this can be in a good way or in a bad way, but usually it ends up kind of dangerous. Okay, so I want you guys to really be aware of that. And since this is a fire card, this could be dealing with the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay, let's see. Five of Wands, and this is for your future energy. Okay. So in the future, I do see a struggle coming on, or at least some type of competition, okay? And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be detrimental, but we'll see what's coming on with this. We have the Devil card and also the King of Pentacles, okay? So this could be either with a Capricorn or a Taurus, for sure. If it's not either one of those, and this is either you having to figure out what is you know, something that's not helping you, what is that, and then what do you need to do to move past this, whatever that is. Okay, what determination skills, what determination tactics do you need in order to rise above. Okay, now this also could mean that there's a sense of you trying too hard to be able to get that power, because you do have the Devil card, and that usually just means too much or not beneficial, or something that is taking too much, like I said. Okay, and I'm not necessarily sure why. Okay. I'm starting to see what it is now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So from right now, you're taking on this journey, and I feel like there's so many options. There's so many things that you can dabble into, and I feel like it can be a little overwhelming. It's kind of like, oh, Like that's bright, you know, like when you step outside and you've been inside all day and it's super bright outside, it's like that feeling. It's like, oh, okay. It's like, oh, that's nice, but damn, like let's tone it down a little bit. And so you go on this journey with whoever this thing may be. And you start to see that the things that seem cool at first, or the things that seem like, oh, that's really dope, you know? And then you start seeing, okay, maybe this is starting to become a little competitive. Maybe this is starting to become a little more hard to deal with than I thought it was going to be. And so with that, it can start causing things that you don't need in your life, like addictions, or working too hard, trying too hard, being too uptight because you're trying to be perfect for something or someone else. Or maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn, and maybe that's just not something that you need right now. Maybe you need a little bit more time to develop and then go with the Capricorn, or maybe then deal with that Capricorn. It really just depends on you and your preference. But I also feel like there's also a sense of you wanting to be on top so bad that you're willing to do whatever, which brings in this Taurus card, okay, which is the King of Pentacles, and this is the spirit of the bull. Okay, so nothing in your way is going to stop you. Everything that is an obstacle can be taken down because you're the bull. And so I feel like either you're dealing with a Capricorn or you're dealing with a Taurus. Okay, either way, it's definitely Earth energy. Okay, so this is Earth. This is about money. This is about work. This is about getting what you want, living the life that you want to live. Okay, so if any of those ring out to you, put a little bit more thought into whether it's a Capricorn, Taurus, or maybe just someone that's an Earth energy, or something that's pulling you down. Okay, so think of Earth as like the gravity of Earth. And if it's too much, then it keeps you down. You can't really ascend because you're stuck on this earthly realm. You're stuck on who's on Instagram. You're stuck on money. You're stuck on your job. You're stuck on how to make everyone in the world happy, instead of spiritually focusing on yourself, aligning your chakras, and really, really trying to elevate as a spiritual person. Okay, so that could also be, what it is. Maybe you're trying to have more power over yourself, but by doing that, you're actually damaging ascension by trying to line up with everyone else. Okay, and that can be just as bad as the Devil card. That can be something it's a bad thing. Okay, if you're trying to align with other things that don't work with who you are or what you need to be and what your purpose is. Okay, alrighty, so I want to see what the energy is for you guys for the overall reading. What is the energy going to be for the next 2 weeks for Pisces? Pisces. Beautiful Pisces. What is the energy going to be like for the next 2 weeks? We have Two of Wands, okay? And Virgo just got this in their reading too. So if you guys have similarities, or if it's your other signs in your chart, go check out Virgo, okay? Now, for the difference between them is they had it in reverse and you guys have it upright, okay? So the energy for you guys is really going to be what you want versus what you have, okay? So if you are in the position where you can take a chance to really determine what you want, this is a good time for you, because you already have the Seven of Cups, so there's options, okay? And then with the Two of Wands, this really means there's a decision to be made. There's a decision to stay with what you have, or move on to something different. And it doesn't mean that it's better. Just like with the Seven of Cups, all of these options are really good and really nice, okay? But it doesn't mean that one is better than the other, okay? It's up to you to choose this. Choose wisely. And I would say, actually, I usually tell people to stay grounded, but I would say you guys probably need some, if you're into crystals, use crystals that can connect you to higher realms. Because I feel like with all of this earth energy and this water energy, I feel like things are just a little too wavy, and not wavy in a good way, but I feel like things can become flooded, meaning you're going to be too much for this earth-like stuff, like your creativity, or your emotions. Earth is really balanced. The sign of earth signs are really, really balanced, okay? And they're really focused on what they want. And I feel like water energy, of course, can be the same way if they want to, but I also feel like water is meant to move and adapt. And I feel like getting in this mindset of an earth sign can really, really inhibit, you know, what you could actually achieve, or what you actually want to achieve, or what you want to create, or what you want to put together, or you know what I mean. Like, I feel like it'll be really, really beneficial for you guys to really try to connect to maybe your orishas that you're into, or your gods, whatever you believe in, your Bible, whatever it is that you believe in. Really try to connect to that. If you're into crystals, I would suggest getting angelite, because it really does show, it connects things, you know. If you're into signs, I'm really, really into signs. As far as when I see something, I don't just, because my belief is that nothing happens for a reason, especially if it's dealing with spirituality. And so when I start seeing some things, for me it can be like the number 22, because that's just my number. I don't know, I was born on the 22nd, but that's really just my number. Like, when I see 22, it usually is followed by something that's like, oh, like that makes so much sense now. So and angelite really can make that easier for you to notice things, or to notice coincidences, you know what I mean. And that can also be very, very helpful to your to what it is that you want, or what it is that you need to make a decision on. And we also have the Hierophant, okay. And to me, this is either represents Aries, or it can represent commitment, okay. And so with you making a decision, and this is a fire card, this Two of Wands, and I put Hierophant with Aries all the time. We are in Aries season, and Aries is a fire sign. So again, coincidences, right? So yeah, this is definitely a time for you to make a decision and to commit to something, okay? Whether this is you want to commit to yourself, or you want to commit to another person, another job, another hobby, a passion, a lifestyle, whatever it is. Really figure out what you want versus what you need, what you would like to achieve, and see if it matches up with what you're living like now, okay? And if it doesn't, do what you got to do to change that, okay? And again, I really, really would encourage you guys to get some angelite. It really is beautiful. Just physically it's beautiful, but it also does beautiful things, and it really connects you to certain things that you will probably look over for some of you, okay? Now I do want to see what signs are here for you guys as far as the zodiac signs. I want to see what you know, for the general people who are watching. I want to see what energy is going to come out the most. So if this doesn't match with you, then it's just it just isn't for you, that particular section. But I do want to see who is coming towards the majority of the energy that I'm feeling from Pisces, okay? So who's coming towards Pisces? Who's coming towards Pisces in the next 2 weeks? Who is it dealing with? Towards Pisces in the next 2 weeks. We have Capricorn. So again, we have the Devil card. There's definitely some Capricorn energy. It may be coming up because this was in your future, but you're definitely dealing with Capricorn, okay? Okay, now let's see more. Who are they dealing with? Who is Pisces dealing with? Or it could very well be a Gemini, okay? Alrighty, you guys. What energy do my Pisces need to attain? Here we go. Sorry. Pisces. So you guys need to be yourself, okay? Make sure you're allowing yourself to flow like a water sign should, but also don't be afraid to switch things up. Don't be afraid to swim with a different school of fish, if that makes sense. So switch things up, but don't be so afraid of the outcomes, okay? Yeah, I think that's it, you guys. I really hope this was beneficial for you guys. If I'm not your favorite Leo, I hope I will be one day. And until next time, I will see you, Pisces, in the next video. Bye.